So here we are, it's now mid-September and it is the perfect time to be preparing for sowing a flower meadow which will be in flower from late spring next year. September and October, I would say, are the best months for sowing. The ground will be warm and receptive and germination rates will be very high in the autumn, so it's really a very good time to start. You need to give some thought to where you want to sow your meadow, and you need to be looking at the garden in terms of where you have full sun, where there may be areas of semi-shade or shade, and this will determine which mixture you select. Very few British gardens are going to be without some shade, and here we've got dappled shade moving into heavier shade and opportunities to sow something very suited to those conditions. Under trees, it's quite a difficult area. There's going to be shade, they're difficult to mow around. We could extend this soil by removing the turf and creating a ground cover of flowers. In any difficult to mow areas, particularly under trees and here under this bird bath, why not just remove the grass and have a display of flowers? There are no particular plans for this border. Why not do a little bit of weeding, scatter some seeds in? Just coming up into the garden, and I've noticed this area, it's a grassed area, difficult to access and on a slope. So why not do something better with it? It's most important to really spend time looking at your garden. Don't rush to decide where to sow. There are many mixtures to choose from. Some will be short in character, others rather taller. And this is important in terms of the aesthetic of the meadow. You'll also be thinking about what pollinators you want to attract into the garden, which is absolutely key to everything that we do. Whilst the seed choice and methodology are important when you're creating a flower meadow, do spend time thinking about the design as well. You can create all sorts of wonderful displays which may involve paths weaving through the flower meadow, a seating area where you might take a glass of wine at the end of the day. Now, it's a good idea to create a rough sketch of your garden. We're lucky here, we have about 300 square metres of grass to work with. So lots of possibilities. And there are lots of areas we might consider to create flower meadows. We come up the steps here and we're entering the garden and looking across in this direction. And the natural place to want to create a meadow is in this area here. So let's start here with imagining a path coming up, meandering through. It doesn't want to be a straight path, but perhaps something of this kind. Likewise, on this side, the line might follow through, and then creating two areas, a nice border around the outside. Here's a really useful technique. Where do we want to see flowers? Mark out the space, dropping stones on the ground, maybe at 40 or 50 centimetre intervals, and then join up the dots with a spray paint.